executed a little bit better down the stretch, but I think we just really read and understand each other a lot better from where we were at the beginning of the season. Like, the amount of backdoor cuts that girl has got just because we make eye contact and she knows to go back doors.
It seemed like there was a lot of back and forth. You guys, like Sheldon, you guys go way back, right? So there seemed to be some chatter back and forth. Is this the kind of game you enjoy playing, even though it's right to the end and you want to put them away?
Yeah, I thought the game was really fun. Obviously, once we got it to 8, I wish we could have kept that a little bit better. We didn't execute really in the half court as well, and when they started throwing some traps at us, we didn't respond to it great. So
imagine a rookie so good, she makes seasoned pros look like they're playing in slow motion. That's Caitlin Clark. In her latest game, Clark was everywhere, scoring, assisting, stealing. It was like watching a video game character with cheat code. We've got the highlights that'll make your jaw drop. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. Costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. The arena was buzzing as Clark stepped onto the court. You could feel the energy in the air. Everyone knew something big was about to happen. The Fever needed this win to make the playoffs, and Clark was chasing that rookie scoring record. Talk about pressure. But here's the thing. Clark doesn't just play under pressure. She thrives on it. And let me tell you, what she did in this game was insane. I'm talking career high numbers that'll blow your mind. How high did she soar?
Boston able to save the offensive rebound. Mitchell on a crossover. She will launch and bury a three. Boston with the shot clock down to 4, looking for a hole. Hole's going to have to create, just hoists it up there and banks it home. And a total summation of how things have gone for her here out of the Olympic break. Germany also suffered an injury. This is just her 14th game and part of the challenge that Dallas has had all year. Clark catch and shoot and knocks down her second three.
Very well executed for Caitlin Clark.
You won't believe it when I tell you. Let's break down this incredible performance and see why everyone's calling Clark the future of the WNBA. Remember when I said Clark thrives under pressure? Well, she didn't just thrive, she exploded. We're talking about a rookie who just shattered multiple records in one game. How many? Let's just say the record books might need a whole new section just for Caitlin Clark. Picture this. Clark steps onto the court, and it's like she's playing a different game than everyone else. She's dropping threes like they're layups, making passes that seem impossible, and putting up numbers that make you wonder if the scoreboard's broken. So, what kind of numbers are we talking about? How about a career-high 35 points? That's right, Clark went off, shooting 10 of 22 from the field and 6 of 14 from beyond the arc. She wasn't just scoring, she was doing it efficiently, showing off that sweet shooting stroke that's made her a nightmare for defenders all season long. But here's where it gets really crazy. Clark didn't just have a good game, she rewrote the rookie record books. Remember Simone Augustus, the legend who set the rookie scoring record back in the day? Well, Clark just blew past that mark, putting up 761 points in just 39 games. That's the kind of scoring we usually see from seasoned vets, not first-year players still figuring out the league. And you know what's wild? Clark's not just a scorer. She's leading the entire league in three-point shooting. We're talking 114 threes made this season. Her range is ridiculous. She's pulling up from spots on the court where most players wouldn't even think about shooting. But wait, there's more. This 35-point explosion wasn't just a one-off thing. It was Clark's 4th game with at least 30 points and 5 assists. That ties the record for the most such games by a rookie in WNBA history. Think about that for a second. In her first year in the league, she's already matching records set by some of the greatest players to ever step on the court. You want to know what makes this even crazier? Clark's doing all this while teams are game planning specifically to stop her.
Shooting 67% from 3.
Clark on a step back, buries a three.
McCowan does from 2-point range.
Mitchell sidesteps Agumbawale and buries a three. Mitchell putting on the moves, runs into a double team, tried to flip it back to Fagbenle, who just does save it. She'll fire from the corner and hit a three.
They know she's the Fever's go-to player, and they still can't slow her down. It's like trying to stop a force of nature. Clark's unstoppable, sure. But did you know she's also making her teammates better in historic ways? There's a number that proves it, and it's bigger than any scoring record. Let's talk about Clark's passing game. In this matchup against the Wings, she dished out 8 assists. That's not just good, it's game-changing. Picture this, Clark zipping the ball through impossibly tight windows, finding teammates before they even know they're open. It's like she's got eyes in the back of her head. But those 8 assists, they're just the tip of the iceberg. Clark's been racking up dimes all season long. How many, you ask? Try 329. That's not a typo. Clark just smashed the WNBA single-season assist record, leaving Alyssa Thomas's old mark of 316 in the dust. Think about that for a second. A rookie coming in and immediately becoming the best passer in the league? That's unheard of. And you know what's wild? Clark's not just about offense. She's got sticky fingers on defense too. In this game, she snagged 3 steals. That's 3 possessions where she just said, nope, this is my ball now. It's that kind of two-way play that makes coaches drool and opponents lose sleep. Now, let's zoom out for a second. Clark's not just putting up numbers, she's changing the entire way her team plays. The Fever tied their franchise record for single-game scoring in this one. That's not a coincidence. When you've got a player who can score from anywhere and set up her teammates like Clark does, it opens up the entire floor. You want to know what makes Clark truly special? It's her versatility. We're talking about a player averaging 19.5 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game. That's not just good for a rookie, that's good for anyone, period. She's not just a scorer, not just a passer, not just a rebounder, she's the total package. Clark's teammates are noticing too. Kelsey Mitchell, no slouch herself, had this to say. She's young, and she likes to play fast, and I can appreciate it. I think our pace can set us up for a lot of different stuff. That's a veteran giving props to a rookie. You don't see that every day. And Clark, she's all about making her teammates better. Listen to this. Kelsey makes my life easier out there. It's hard to pick and choose when both of us are on.
I think I was just excited to play. Anytime you get the opportunity to get out there and go play, and knowing this, this was our last regular season one at home. It's fun. It's on the weekend. It's an afternoon game. Like, those are just better. Get over the hump of, like, really getting hot. Like, I know I was 6 for 14, and that's pretty good, but, like, I still feel like there was a couple there that it's just like, how's that not go in? So, and I think it just speaks to their offensive firepower that they had, like Enrique and Sabali's really good, and then we obviously struggled to guard their post players for at least 3 quarters, so thought we could improve in that area.
We just really read and understand each other better from where we were in the beginning of the season. That's the kind of chemistry that turns good teams into great ones. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? Well, sometimes you need a hero. With the Wings breathing down their necks and the playoffs on the line, Clark had to prove she's more than just a stats machine. Could she deliver when it mattered most? Picture this. The Fever and Wings are trading baskets like it's a game of hot potato. The scoreboard's lighting up faster than a pinball machine. Dallas is on fire, shooting 56.8% from the field. Enrique Ogunbowale and Satu Sabali are putting on a show, each dropping 27 points. It's the kind of game where you can't blink or you'll miss something. But Clark, she's not just keeping up, she's setting the pace. When the pressure's on, that's when she really shines. Late in the game, Clark goes into overdrive. She's weaving through defenders for a clutch layup. Then, out of nowhere, she snags a steal. But wait, there's more. Back-to-back three-pointers that have the crowd losing their minds. It's like watching a highlight reel in real time. You know what's wild? This isn't just any win. This is the game that clinches the number 6 seed for the Fever in the playoffs. The final score, 110-109. Talk about a nail-biter. And get this, it's the Fever's first trip to the postseason since 2016. That's right, Clark's not just breaking records, she's breaking droughts. But here's the kicker. This win isn't just about making the playoffs. It's about making a statement.
Benlay, Indiana will reset. Clark, fire away. You bet!
Come on.
Caitlin Clark with 14 points here in the first half.
They like running her off this Iverson cut. Into a ball screen.
Clark, yes! Jason Clark, who goes behind the back. Clark into the corner, whole extra pass. Here is Dantas, buries a 3. They're all falling here from Indy.
The Fever just hit 20 wins for the season. The last time they did that, 2015. Clark's not just changing games. She's changing the entire trajectory of this franchise. You want to know what's going on in Clark's head after all this? Listen to this. We're not just happy to be there. We really feel like we can compete with every single team. That's not rookie talk. That's the voice of a player who's ready to take on the world. Think about it. Clark's not just putting up numbers in easy games. She's delivering when it matters most against tough opponents with everything on the line. That's the kind of performance that turns good players into legends. Caitlin Clark isn't just living up to the hype. She's rewriting the entire playbook. This game wasn't just a career high night. It was a statement to the entire WNBA. Clark's 35 points and 8 assists didn't just win the game. They cemented her place in history. Remember when Clark was tearing it up in college? Well, now she's doing the same thing to pros. She's not just breaking rookie records, she's setting league-wide marks. And get this, Clark says meeting Simone Augustus as a kid inspired her. Now she's breaking Augustus's records. Talk about coming full circle. But here's the real kicker. Clark isn't just changing the game on the court. She's filling seats, drawing crowds, and inspiring the next generation. This isn't just a great rookie season. It's the birth of a superstar. And trust me, you won't want to miss what comes next.